Okay, so I'm going to quickly go over how to create a blog using the Gutenberg builder on WordPress. Now, I do think everyone should be using the Gutenberg builder. It is pretty flexible, and also it protects you from any future changes to any themes. So if you were using Divi, for example, or Elementor, and you were building your blog post using that builder, and you would ever want to move away to a different builder or to scrap them all together, move to a more Gutenberg-based theme, then you're going to run into the problem where you have to rebuild every single one of your blog posts because they are all going to include the shortcode that the build that either Elementor or Divi or Visual Composer uses to build its layouts. So using Gutenberg Builder might at first seem a little bit daunting if you're used to a more visual approach, but it's really, really easy to use. And you can see here I'm using as an example the blog post that I'm currently writing on how to create a new blog post. It's something that a lot of my clients who come from non-blogging platforms, who are moving over from maybe Zenfolio, who want to see how it all works on the back end. And you can see here it's laid out. I'm choosing just this really simple layout of titles, text and images. You can see I've got two columns here, and it really is very simple. So when you first create a new blog post, you'll just get a space to write a title, and then everywhere it looks like this little plus bit at the bottom. Everything starts off as a paragraph, and as you come down you can just click the plus and it loads new modules. So I'm showing here creating a new blank blog post, two different ways of doing it, from the all posts option and clicking add new, or from the new on the menu and clicking post. So if I do that from here and create a new post here, so new post, you'll see a blank Gutenberg blog. Looks like this, where you've got to add a title and you can start writing or choose a block. Now, it will show you your most recently used blocks, or your most commonly used blocks here when you first click the plus, or you can click browse all and they appear down the side. There's lots of blogs that you can use to there's lots of plugins that you can add that add more blocks from the normal WordPress Jetpack adds a few. There's Cadence. The Cadence blocks are very good. You've got the normal blocks, which is text, media, design, and then you can insert widgets like contact forms or embeds, and it's all really easy. So you have what I'm going to do is add a new title. So we've got creating a new blank blog post, and then I'm going to do another header, starting to build your layout. And you'll see, because that is a header, that is automatically added to my table of contents block. So I'll show you here if you want to add that, plus table of contents, and you'll see there, and they will create anchor links to all of the headers. Google likes this. If Google picks up your blog post, it may well feature the table of contents in the results as well. To build a simple layout, if you just want it in a single column, it couldn't be easier. You just type your paragraph, and every time you hit enter, it comes up with a new plus. So if you then want to add some images, you can just click add image, choose from your media library, or upload, drag and drop onto the screen, and you can choose the single image from within here. So I can insert that again. If you want to insert multiple, then you simply click the plus, and you can search for blocks. So there are gallery ones, so you've got gallery or advanced gallery. So the advanced gallery is one of the Cadence blocks. So I'm just going to add the normal default gallery. Is pretty nice. If I just come down and I pick a handful of images, click create new gallery, insert, then it's going to insert it onto the page like this. And what I can do is click on it, and all of the block settings appear here. So you can see I have the columns here, and I can just pull this up and down, and it will change the number of columns for the gallery. I can tell it whether to crop images so that they align, or I can leave them uncropped. And I can tell it whether it's not going to have a link, whether it's going to link to the media file or whatever. So I'm going to leave that to link none, and I can choose the image size. So it's all pretty flexible, and if you want to start creating more complex layouts, you have the columns, so you can add columns, and you see you've got your preset columns here, so you can select a variation to start with. So I might do 50-50, and I might choose to have an image here. And then I might want a heading, and then a paragraph. So you can build up nice looking blog posts using the Gutenberg builder, and it's all pretty easy. Then you just have to go through the usual things, although they have now moved, whereas on the old classic builder everything was always visible on the right, where you could set your permalinks and your categories. That instead that you have to make sure you're on the post setting, and as you come down you see you've got your status and visibility, you've got your categories where I've set it to the fundamentals category here, you have your featured image and you have your tags, so you need to make sure you're on the post setting to do that, and when you're done you just click publish. Now one thing that you can do is build a layer if you're using something with a visual builder and a theme builder, so Divi does it, Elementor Pro does it, you can call it preview desktop, and I'll show you what I've done here. So what I've done is so that I can write blog posts using the Gutenberg builder, so that if I ever change theme in the future I don't have to rebuild them. What I have done is I've created a pretty blog header and blog footer using Elementor, and then that applies that to every web page, to every blog post that I post. So that way I can keep a nice pretty header, and I could use my featured image in the header if I wanted, without having to compromise on using the Gutenberg builder. And you can see it works fine, and if I click these bits it just jumps straight down to those blog posts, to those sections. So there you go, that should get you started on creating some nice looking blog posts using the Gutenberg builder, and make sure that you're using all of the blocks. What I will do is I'll put some links in the bottom of the post showing you the different blocks that I use, so that you can go and download those if you want, or you can use the inbuilt ones that come with blank WordPress. But there you go. If you got any questions at all, just drop them in the comments below.